These all are the best game for any phone specification. No matter how low spec your phone is and how small your memory pool left, I'm sure you can download and enjoy the whole game. Our team tries to pick the best graphic but only needs a few sites to download the entire game. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Small Size Games for Android and iOS, 100MB offline and online. Hero Hunter. With 135MB, you already have a high quality game with so much features it has. PvP within the other players' team's hero to reach top of the league rank for a higher reward. The game's mechanism is really good. It has a rich action that we should learn. Dodging the hazardous area, covering ourselves to make a barrier by some object. And also switching the hero is the most important action we should learn. So timing is the key to winning the combat. In fact, the number of the enemy will come in a higher number at once. Remember to think faster on the element advantage because it will deal multiple damage once we hit the enemy with an opposite element. Each of the heroes has a different ability that will recharge over time. The game's control is really easy. We only need to tap and swipe the screen to navigate the hero position. The best small size game mobile. Survival Island Adventure Pro. This game has disappeared from the Play Store and also the App Store, but you can get the game freely on Google. But please note, your phone should have a lower Android version to install this game. I would like to inform you earlier before you download it. The game has a survival RPG base and playable fully offline. It doesn't have a lot of tutorial, but I'm sure you will understand it, because it just needs a basic survival skill in general. We can build a house and get a material so easily around us by picking it up or using your tools to gather it. We can easily place the foundation because it seems to have a build-up assist to help the player. In combat, we can use our tools as the main weapon to kill the monster and the beasts around us. I love how attention to detail it has, especially when the animal's HP is getting lower, then they will try to rescue themselves by running away. Only less than 100MB, you already have top offline game high graphic mobile 2025. Iron Avenger Origins RPG. I remember playing this game offline, but now we should turn on the connection to watch the ads every time we have cleared the stage. But it's a great move to support the developer, even if we can get a great and powerful skill and switch the appearance through the ads. It's totally free to play games. The game seems like we are becoming an Iron Man, where we can fly and lock the target from the sky, but of course the enemy can reach us by using a missile to hit us. We can shoot the target while moving on the land as well. It's a good way to keep our whole point alive. Anyway, it has less features at all. We are only able to upgrade our hero by adding some attributes point of our skill. The game size is only less than 100MB. Unfortunately, we can't adjust the graphic setting. Epic Conquest 1. It's a legendary action RPG on mobile. If you are a hack and slash lover, then I guarantee you know this game. It has so many fans out there that makes the game's developer decide to release the second sequels. But I would like to be concerned about the first series. Epic Conquest 1 has a dungeon-based game with 4 heroes in total, but 2 of the heroes will be unlocked once we clear and reach a certain chapter or a mission. The game is absolutely interesting and fun. The game's level difficulty is pretty affordable. Even if you are a newbie on action games, I'm sure you will understand. In combat, we can make a counterattack by tapping the block action at the right timing. I'm so speechless how the developer keeps making a new design of the skin. Upgrade your hero's strength by upgrading the weapons. It has a very small size of about 157MB. Gladiator Glory. The game size is really small. It's about 108MB to play this amazing Gladiator game. It's up to us on selecting the game to become hardcore or just casual visual by the blood effect setting, because we all know how the gladiator fighting really is. This is one of the best game fighting on mobile that allows the player to strengthen the hero through the gear or equipment with a different tier level, making the player pick so many different looks. Especially when we switch the gear, then the appearance of the hero will be adjusted based on the gear we have equipping on. The game's combat mechanism is quite challenging because we should try to maintain the stamina for any action we do, like attacking with a basic attack or with a heavy damage. Sometimes we'll face a different number of the opponents, 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2. Black Commando Special Ops. This game is never getting old, even if it's becoming an old but gold game and truly a hidden offline game if you love to play a shooter game base. This game's combat mechanism is really good and simple, so we only need to kill every enemy that respawns on the battlefield. But the main goal is we should place the objective mission to clear the stage. Actually, we only can do a limited access to build up the hero, only able to get a different gun while we are in the lobby. Get the new gun by using in-game gold. This game's level is really easy. By one hero, we can deal them in a massive number at once. Even if the enemy's damage is way too low, it's a good game for a newbie to train the aim. Especially the developer have an option for the aim assist to help you on aiming the enemy easier. It's an offline game that has less than 100 MB you can get freely on the Play Store and also App Store. Takashi Ninja Warrior Shadow of the Lost Samurai. This game has a huge update since the last version, even though it looks like the next sequel of the Takashi Ninja Warrior. With this remake, making it becomes one of the highest graphic games offline 2025 that only needs such a small size. Listen to me, it's just about 87 MB in total. It's pretty crazy, right? The game's combat mechanism pushes the player to play seriously. It's just like a hardcore game. The game's level difficulty is way too high, that's why most players say it has a soul-like game mobile. The game is full of action. We can make an assassination move to do a backstab when the enemy is out of attention. Use the skill to deal with the area of effect range. Anyway, we can learn a different move like holding down the attack button to do a heavier damage. Every action we do will consume some stamina, so we need to maintain it to make sure we can avoid and land some hits to the enemy. Hero's Quest Dark Realms of Orcs. Anyway, this game is just a game that was made by an indie games developer which is not finished at all. We are only able to clear 2 chapters and until now it doesn't get any update. I wonder who's the creator and I would love to appreciate his hard work to create a game with this great action. So we can make a block to defend ourselves from the enemy using a basic attack to hit the enemy will slightly damage them. This game has a very short prologue, but I got the whole storyline. It's about some orc going to destroy the village, so we need to kill every orc to save the villagers. Only 3 simple buttons are available to touch: jump, block, and also attack buttons. I played the entire chapter for about 10 minutes, which means the game total needs an update to attract more players to download. Once it got the update, I'm sure it has a huge potential to become the best action RPG offline game 2025 around a small size game. METRObyss Action RogueLite. This is one of the best action hack and slash games with a super small size, but the game's graphics are really good. It seems the developer perfectly enhanced the graphic into the next visual. It's totally enjoyable to play, even the combat mechanism seems so generic because we'll get a repetitive mission. Every stage will be guarded by some monster that we should clear the monster to open the new path and move into the next wave. Every time we clear the stage, then we will have an option to pick a different ability. When we pick the right ability to improve, it will boost your hero's power significantly. So make sure you know what the ability you will master to maximize the power. In combat, we can carry the object and throw it to the monster. Use the defense button, but it will reduce the endurance once the gauge meter breaks. Only need 182 MB to download the whole game and need an internet connection to play. Last Viking, God of Valhalla. I don't know exactly why this game keeps having beta testing on the Play Store. As I remember, the game was released for such a long time. This will release it right now because I feel like the game is ready. It has a survival-based game where we play in the open world. We should play step by step. Once you directly try on getting a different level, then you will see the gap between the monster. We can construct a different building and start on crafting some equipment. But anyway, we will get a free tool since we started the game. So we can get some material by chopping the tree, getting some stone by the pickaxe and hunting the animals for food. Overall, I love the concept, but I think the hero should be able to run faster and save our time to become way more effective and efficient. Bonus, only up go Parkour. This game is what I call with a clone game. Even the game size is less than 100 MB, but it's really interesting to play. I'm sure most of you know which game this is inspired from. The game is pretty simple. We only need to reach the highest point and try to control your balance. Make a good prediction of our next step so we won't be falling down. These all are the best game with a very small size, but the game's quality graphics are absolutely impressive. Especially the game size is generous. I'm sure all phones can handle the game perfectly. Remember to like this video to support us. See you on the next video. Thanks.